Imagine you're 60. Imagine you look back at your life and you have the problems that you had when you were 30. But it came bigger. Like the pain got bigger. Imagine the patterns that you lived got tighter. Imagine the joy may have gotten bigger, whatever it is, right? It may have gone in a lot of directions. But let's imagine you have a couple of years left to live and you make a recap about your life, about your choices, about who you are, about what you came here to do, and are you satisfied with that? Are you satisfied with your choice? Now, the other day I met a lady at the store and she was very sad, like really, really deeply sad. And it was about not having a hobby, not having family, not having people in her life that make her smile, make her happy. And I was like, interesting. Because for me, and that's not about, it's just a story. It's not about blaming other people. It's not about looking why you live a certain life. For me, it's deeply personal of like, how could you get there? Like, how did you end up there? I'm not saying it was your fault. What I'm saying is, if you start to realize that you are co-creating your life, that you are very much involved in it, that you are tightening patterns from early childhood later on in your life, when you really start to look into that and you start realizing how many times you've chosen the same partner, how many times you exactly followed the same structure that was hurting you at the first place. When you follow all of this and then you turn out and be like, oh, I'm 60, I missed it. I'm like, how about you change that? Life isn't over because you're 60. But the question is, can you step out of it? Can you be all of you? And can you stop looking outside and being like, because I had a shitty childhood, because this and this and this happened, I'm here. And listen, I know what I'm talking about. Maybe, okay? Maybe you're right. Like the pain cost. Like who pays for that? Right? Like I understand. But you will not get anywhere with that. Trust me, I lived it. Trust me, I did it. I did it myself. I was like, who pays for that pain? Who is in charge here? Like, look here. I'm not responsible for that. Why do I have to take ownership on that? The truth is, if you want to step forward, if you want to move into more joy, into more love that you may have never experienced, you need to get out of the thing that someone needs to pay for that pain, that someone is responsible for that. And maybe you can do this by baby steps. Maybe you can do this by simply recognizing that how you react in your daily life may not be in your highest good. Maybe you can start small. Maybe you can look at your life and be like, okay, you know what? I've done this 40 years long and it's not helping me. Like at all. I feel crap about myself. Maybe it's time to say no here. Right? So look at your life on where you said yes and you should have said no. Your life is not over because you're 60. Your life starts whenever you say so. However old you are, it doesn't matter. My oldest client was 94. I'm just saying. And she had a lot of stuff going on. And she decided that she wants to be more in peace. And you can make that choice too. You can. You can let go. You can look at your past and be like, that's such a sad history. Like, I feel sad. And that's okay. That's okay. Nobody says that it's easy. Nobody says that you need to go faster and be quicker or whatever. It took me years to come over or get over really things that happened to me, right? Or happened for me, right? It can take a long period of time, and that's cool. But when you're ready, when you're like, I'm done complaining. I'm done with things that don't help me. Like, it's not helping me to just sit here and wait until something is coming or flowing to me. I want to do something for myself. I want to be here for myself. I want to move forward. Then I highly, 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 highly recommend you to look at your life and be like your best buddy. Be your best friend, that friend you may have never had, okay? And start to look at it and pretend over here is sitting my best friend, and we are looking both together at my life. We are both looking at which patterns did I follow? Why did I do that? What was it that I got out of it? What was I looking for? Why did I do that? Maybe you're a people pleaser. Maybe you do certain things for people they never ask for in the first place. But you do it because you want to be helpful. You want to be in service. You want to be in community. And you are putting your effort in so much, but nobody sees you, right? Whatever your pattern is, you can make a change. You can make a shift. You can move forward. You are not locked because of your past. But to just sit here and do nothing, that's not going to change a dime. Now, we all have periods of time when we need to rest, when we need to look at our life, when we need to really get an overview and maybe be sad about certain things in our life. And that's okay, like however long that takes. But at one point you reach a threshold where you're like, what am I doing here? Like, seriously? I have not given this once a real try. I mean, really, a real try. A real try to find friends that I love. To find family that I love. Family, by the way, doesn't need to be in your bloodline. It can be people who are just really good for your soul, helping you to open your heart, helping you to stay present, helping you to find and move through life differently, right? Maybe you haven't been at places that actually support that. Maybe you have not looked into certain things in your life that may have attracted them, right? If you were looking at the wrong place or always staying at home, maybe the connection was hard to even establish, right? If you're not making an effort, if you are not important to yourself, if you're not your priority, it's really hard for someone outside to say like, okay, let me come and join the club here. Because if you show other people that you are not important, and I mean that from a heart open space, I mean that from a very clear place. If you are giving out the vision to other people that you are always second, you will never be at the first place. Never. You gotta make a step. You gotta make an effort. You gotta make yourself be seen by other people. And when you start to see it, your life, when you start to look at it with your best friend, really start doing that. It's an easy task that you can do at your home with your journal, and you can go move forth and back in a conversation and be like, okay, let's look at all the pieces. Why am I here? What am I here doing? Like, what is it that made me come here? What do I need to say? Get an overview of your life, of relationships, of your job maybe, of your health, of your patterns, of your childhood. Like, really roll it out. Really make like full history, right? And so what? Bring out the darkest stuff. Roll it out. And if you need support, reach out for support. Really, this lady at the supermarket yesterday, she was trying to get help. She was saying that she was really miserable. But I'm not sure whether she would actually have made an actual step, if she would have moved into something new, or if she would have just sit there and shared her full story and basically dumped the whole thing. But then nothing changed. Nothing is emerging. Nothing is coming. And I have to really say this. There's places where that's a cool thing to do. And at one point, when you hear things like this all over again, and people are not taking accountability for their own life, ownership, own it. I'm not here for that anymore. I'm not here to help someone who is not ready to help themselves. You know what I mean? And I have to really add this thing. I have been at that lady's place too. And I felt so miserable. So miserable. And I was asking myself, why am I not getting help? Why am I not receiving anything here? And it's exactly that. You can't hold it. You can't hold it. You're not willing to hold that support. And I promise you, as soon as I changed that, as soon as I was like, okay, if there is nobody helping me at this stage, maybe I need to do one step. Maybe I need to put in some more effort. Maybe I need to make a change and have a little more courage because I'm already here. So what the hell? I could as well try to make a step, to reach out to people, to ask for help. You know, sometimes it's also said people don't know what's going on in your brain. To expect that people reach out to you while you're super miserable, while they have their own life. It's not that they don't care for you if you have the right people. It's that people are busy with their own inner world. And as you may know, your own inner world is quite big. I can go on with my own inner world for a whole week. And it's not because I'm so focused on myself. It's because there are so many insights coming that I can go wild here. I love doing that. But that's what I mean. It's like sometimes people are maybe really self-centered and they may only see their own world and are not able to see another viewpoint. I can view you very well. The thing here is that I started to stop to have such a huge empathy for other people who are in such big pain, who are not willing to make their first move. You see, I stopped doing that. Now, it doesn't mean you have to do the same, or it doesn't mean that I don't hear you or that I don't have compassion to you. Like I was standing there and I shared a little something with her to make her calm. But I know 10 minutes later she forgot about that. You see, that's the thing. Sometimes those things are not really helpful for that person either. They're not helpful for someone who hasn't made a decision to really wake up. You may as well try. Try the first move. Try to step up. Try to make a change. Try to make a shift. Now I know this episode is not the usual type of video I do, but I just really had to mention it. I really had to bring this content up to really show others that they can make an effort, that they can show up for themselves. And you can do too. You can show up and make a first move and start to lay out your history and show the world who you actually are beneath that. Without that, you're not your past. You're not your pain. You're not that. You're not your job. That's not who you are. That's your identity, but it's not who you are. You're not your childhood patterns either. You're not that. But are you willing to see yourself? Are you willing to stand up? Are you willing to move forward? Are you willing to choose yourself? That's on you. Like, nobody can take this away from you. Nobody can do this for you. You have to choose yourself first. And if you have never experienced any real love, like where you have been held, where you have been feeling this enormous amount of love, start to go into nature, start to meditate, start to invite the cosmos, start to understand what is universal love. It's a different love, but it's so much bigger than just the mom and daddy love. And, things can shift big time. My family today is not what it used to be 20 years ago. I've worked a lot on that. And I'm not saying it's possible everywhere. I'm not saying or pretending that, you need to forgive or you need to force yourself. I'm not saying that at all. But you can make peace with so many things that you are currently holding on to. We are holding on to because we believe that's it. We believe we cannot do anything else than this. It's hard to change because we are so fixed to this thing, and the body is doing what it knows best. So even it's painful, the body will repeat that. It's a nervous system thing. If your body knows that this is painful, but we're gonna survive, it's gonna live that. You really need to make an effort to interrupt that pattern, to interrupt that energetics, to interrupt that from a physical, mental, emotional, spiritual body. It's like you get it all up, like from the deep wisdom center. And you start to activate who you truly are. And if you want to know more about that, then contact me. Let's see if we can work together to actually help you navigate through that, to help you get past that version of you that you don't like. You don't need to live with that. The question is, are you choosing yourself? Are you willing to make that step? Are you willing to move forward? Are you willing to open your heart to yourself first? Are you willing to do that? Do you choose that? And if so, fantastic. Let's work together. Let's see what's possible. There are so many things waiting for you. So many things. There's so much joy in this world. There is so much love in this world. Are you ready to get vulnerable? Are you ready to stand here in your roots fully as you, fully as who you are? Are you willing to move past your past? Are you willing? With this said, thank you so much for staying until here, for being present, for showing up. This was a difficult conversation, maybe. And if so, so much gratitude to you, so much compassion to you, so much love to you. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to feel lonely, to feel all of that. But then also, let's explore what is there for you. What is possible? Interrupt that pattern, interrupt that sadness, interrupt that loneliness, and see how much you can actually live here right now in a present state. Thank you so much.